A stream draws near. It's a surprise stream on Tuesday? Unbelievable. Let's get my face on there. There it is. Hello, everybody. Boom. There you go. So yeah, if you heard in the background, we're doing, at least doing some Zelda 2, because why not? I don't want to get into, like, a long-winded RPG, so everyone's evening is fine. Or night. It's, like, 10 o'clock where I am, so it's the evening, tonight, something like that. Couple of there. Anyway, the main focus will be tomorrow night. What is my Retro Star Wednesdays? We start in Dragon Warrior 3. But until then, I just wanted to play something, shut my brain off, and play. Which is that game is Zelda 2. So here we go. Uh so often I don't know. There's a lot of words for this game, and none of them are positive. Well, some are, but most aren't. It's a what is it? More of less just a really tough game, very tough in some capacity. Because there's a lot of it. I would say it's definitely a skill game. The more you play it, the better you'll come. But you can say that to pretty much any game out there. But the learning curve is a steep hill, basically, definitely. Like once you kind of know. I don't know if I'll be doing a, one of those like guide things that I did with Metroid. I could, and I'm not too sure what kind of run I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna just do a regular run, casual run, uh, you know, if I do a speed run, because I used to speed run this game, not officially, but unofficially. What kind of run do I want to do? I usually do the developer intended run, which means that you run through the game as quick as you can, the old school way. Like, just pretty much, minimal glitches, and just play it as fast as you can, basically. That's what it is. That's old school stuff. Like, that's what it is. It's not like this time manipulation and, glitching through walls, ceilings, and so forth. So I think I'll do a. I kind of feel like doing a guide to this, and I'm gonna be streaming for a couple hours. I'll probably beat it in about an hour and a half ish, around there. I'll get some tips and tricks. So let's get into the game. Hopefully that's not too loud. I might just crank it down just a little bit. Because it is coming loud where I am. So let's go. Those. That's... Yeah, around... Yeah, that should be better. Okay. So, let's begin this. This is Zelda 2. Often considered the black sheep of the Zelda series, because of its radical departure from especially 2D Zeldas, which has the up-down, the top view. This one has a side view with a little bit of top view. And, yeah, it's really, really hard. Because of, well, a little bit of jank. Actually, it has less jank than most NES games. But it has a little bit of jank here and there. So there is story. Not explained too well what exactly it is, but we'll check out the story. Why not? So after Ganon was destroyed, Impa told that the sleeping spell was cast on Princess Zelda, and she will awaken with the power of number 3 Triforce sealed in a palace in Hyrule. To break the seals, crystals must be placed in statue's 6 well-guarded places. Link has set out his most adventuresome quest yet. Yes, adventuresome. That's a word, isn't it? Could be. So, what does that mean exactly? Like, we just rescued Zelda in the first one. So what, a spell is cast on her? And then we have to wake her up by getting the third piece of the Triforce, which is Triforce of Courage. Because up to this point, we've only seen 2 pieces of the Triforce of Power, which Ganon had, and the Triforce of Wisdom, which we had to gather in the first one. And now we have to get the Triforce of Courage in some palace, which is sealed by other palaces, and we gotta get these crystals and put them in statues to allow us to go and get the Triforce and all that. But the big thing is, what does this sleeping spell... Well, first of all, it's not to explain too much, but this princess that was in the sleeping spell is not the Zelda that was rescued in the first one. It's a different Zelda. It's apparently the first Zelda. Well, that's what it alludes to. What it is now, it might be different, but it is the quote-unquote first Zelda, and that is the one. And it is alluded to the prince at the time. I'm not too sure. It's had some connections to evil stuff. I know exactly. Like, again, I'm paraphrasing a lot of stuff because it's in the recesses of my mind. But there's a wizard in the Dark Forces that put the sleeping spell on the princess. The prince felt so bad for doing it that he named every princess in Hyrule after that Zelda. And that's kind of where the origin... Well, one of the origins. I don't know if it's retconned now or not. Anyway, that's basic story. Now, let's get into the game. So I already got my file ready up and running. So, here we go. And we're getting into here. Okay, so this is our screen. We got Link. He can duck. He can jump. He can sword up and sword down. That's Zelda in the background. She's sleeping. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. No, tomorrow's still going good. I'm just playing something a little short today. I feel like playing some Zelda, so I'm like, why not? Stream it up. So, it's good. So, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, but also today. Just for now, a couple hours, like an hour or two. So, sit back, enjoy the ride. I'm gonna do another guide-ish game type thing. So, Zelda 2, where, you know, the tough Zelda 2 that needs, everyone complains about that it's too difficult, and so forth. Alright, so, a little things on the status screen. So we have numbers on the top of the screen. We have the sword with 1. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Save states, yes, abuse those save states, because this game is hard. Yes, it is very hard. So, I agree. But it's glad that you beat it. That's an accomplishment right there, so congrats on that. So, we got here, we got swords +1, magic 1, and then life 1, and then squares. What does it mean? So, let's go through it. The sword plus sword 1 is your attack power. So the higher it goes up, you can kill monsters, well, more efficiently. So, less attacks. So, let's go with a basic slime, or slime enemy. The attack level 1 takes 2 hits. If you're on level 2, takes 1 hit, type of thing. So, it's not doubles the power, but it increases it. So, this game adds RPG mechanics to the Zelda formula, which is great, because it's RPG, and seeing that it's an RPG, this would probably be my first RPG, like, ever, basically. So, yeah. And, our magic is not magic potency, but it's how well spells... what is it? What's the word? The higher the number goes, the less magic is used for a spell. So, yeah, magic use. So, I'm gonna get into, like, the whole magic system here, eventually, once we get a spell. And then same with the life. Life isn't really life in this, but more of defense. So higher that goes, the less damage you take. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna concentrate on life, and you have so much life. No, there is still heart containers, and there's magic containers will increase your magic power and your life power by 1. And that's the squares. So the squares is your life. Once all the squares are gone, your life, well, it's a life. And let's bring up the status screen also, because we have lives in this. Oh my god. And at the bottom, the first number that says ×2 is our lives. The one under that is keys, and we have 0 right now. And before that, after that, is crystals. We start out with 6 crystals. We are 6 palaces. We gotta go each one to place a crystal in the palace. And that's pretty much it. And then, finally, on the right side, we have 4 zeros / 2 zeros plus 50, or 50, and then next, on top of it, that is our experience points. And we will get experience points by defeating enemies. And just like any RPG out there, once you hit that number, you will level up. And we will get into that when we get into that. So let's get into the game now. We can go either right or left. Doesn't matter, because it leads us out of the actual palace, and we have top-down. And this is our top-down. To get into a battle, which is kinda random, we go onto a different tile. So there's grass, there's forest, desert, and so forth. And if we go into one of those other tiles, except for the road, enemies will spawn, you will see them, you will go onto them, and you'll get into a battle scene. This is a battle scene. And you'll start in the middle, dead middle of the battle scene, and you can go right or left. And usually, bad guys or enemies, monsters, are right or left. And you've got to destroy them to exit the scene. So early on, we have slimes that are worth 2, or bots. That's what they're called in this one. And that, the blue one is bots, the red one is bits. Come on there, sir. Blue ones will jump, while the red ones will just kind of scurry back and forth. Like this blue one here is just going to inch their way over and then jump. And just to let you know, the blue bots, the blue slimes, are the most annoying enemy in the game. I have to say. Just saying. I can, actually, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just, Dave, Just have to get through all the tutorial stuff that I'm gonna want to do. And also, most likely, hopefully, without dying, also. Without dying. But don't quote me on that. Alright. So, we're on the path right now. We're not gonna run into enemies. But again, if we go into the grass, this forest, or so forth, enemies will appear. And that will... There's 3 types of enemies, which I can't really... Actually, I probably could, because I can pause on here. So, pause. So let's get enemies to spawn. Okay, so, we got the little slime enemies. Those are weak encounters. So if we go into a battle scene that has a weak encounter to it, and then on top is like the Ganon Moblin type enemy, and that is a strong encounter. So we will get into there with stronger type of enemies. So let's go into the stronger one this time. So here we have bots, but also we face off with moblins, which don't give us the experience points, which, boo. They're terrible. Strong doesn't always mean more experience, just to point that out. And to exit the scene, we just go right or left. So, first of all, a good thing is to go to this town over here. So we'll go into here. We'll get into a town, which is like a battle scene. And we can see the sign. The sign is "Welcome to Ra-Ra-Roo." That name might sound familiar for people who played Ocarina of Time. It is the Sage of Light in that game. So, most towns in this game are named after the sages in Ocarina of Time. Fact. There you go. A little fundo fact there. So we can talk to townspeople. Just go up to them, press the attack button, and they'll say stuff. It's like, return the crystals to the palace in Papara. A lot of people. There's a lot of... This game has a bit of, what is it? Has a little bit of the Castlevania II Simon's Quest thing where NPCs are not that helpful. It's, you kind of play the game. So, we can go in buildings. Hello, sir. If all else fails, use fire. Now, that, I think, is a hint to something that might happen later on, so that's not really anything we use right now. If you see people walking back and forth in front of a building, that usually means that they have connection to it. So usually if it's a lady in a red dress, we will allow to go inside the building, and then she restores our life. And this is how we restore our life in this game. There's no heart drops, there's no other drops that restore your life. This is one of 2 ways that restores your life in this game. And that's also why a lot of people don't like this game, because there's no drops for life. And we have only a hammer can destroy a roadblock. That's more helpful. Now, the generic ones that come all the time will probably not know anything, and they'll clearly say that. You also see people coming out of houses. You might want to talk to them. Let's talk with my father before we leave town. Okay. And then you go inside, and we go inside. We'll talk to her in a moment, but we're gonna go down. To the basements! You know, the basement dweller wizard. You know, that's what he is. In Papara Desert, use this magic to survive! And then we have our first magic spell. So we have shield, and then 32. What does that mean? What's 32 mean? What does it mean? So, we'll get into... This is going to be really hard to explain, but I'll try my best. Is each square on top, below your magic and life, each square, this one square is made up of points, and one square is made out of 16 points. So that's what it is. So 32 would be 2 squares, technically. So to use a spell, make sure you select it. You gotta have a little magic pouch on your spell, and then press select. As you see, I changed to green to red, which halves my defense power, so I have double defense power. Or not halves, it doubles defense power. And as you can tell, my magic take 2 squares. So that's 32. That's our 32 points. And that really should have did a little bit more clearer, but that's what it does. So it's convoluted. It took me forever to actually figure that out and how to explain it, but that's pretty much what it is. And shield only lasts in one scene. So if you go to another scene or out of the scene, it'll go off. It doesn't last. So use it sparingly. I have to say, use it sparingly. Okay, let's talk to her, because she has some good advice. So each town has a wise man. Learn from him. Which indicates that every town in this game has a wise man that you can learn a spell from. So, and if you can kind of paste together how many slots there might be you can tell how many towns in this game there are. There's, what is it? I can't offhand know what it is, but there's a few. Hello? Get candle in Prabra Desert. Go west. Now, personally, I don't know what this is on, because if we go west, there's nothing there other than another town. The actual palace is east. So, that is the wrong direction, sir. So, that is like Castlevania 2 right there, where it's like they give you the wrong directions. Anyway, out of here. We have a few more places to go. Nope, we're in the forest now. Got moblins, and then also spiders, which are called dealers. Excuse me, sir. Okay, so we have a blue jar. Blue jar restores 1 block of your magic. So you see that I had 2, and now I have 3. And now I have 3, 4. So there are drops in this, but magic only. Which really sucks, and a lot of people are pissed about that. Come on, hit me. If you get hit on the path, you'll get into a really easy battle scene where you can literally just go out. There's no encounters. But in some cases, they're actually predetermined blocks. Like this one. You can go in there, and we get into a special battle scene. With bats, or what are bats called in the Zelda universe, other than keys. That would be incorrect in this game. They're not called keys in this game, they're called apes. So these are apes. Again, Zelda and their terminology. My god. Give me one moment. Okay. Sorry, had got a bit of spam on the chat there. Anyway, here we have a pea bag. What does pea bag do? One, if we do it, it's worth points. So it's points bag. They come in 50, 100, and then 200, and then there's special ones that are 500, but are not dropped. So they're only found. So this one here got 50, so we got 50 points, which will bring us to a level up, because our current next experience level is 50, so we're at 57 now, so we level up. So this is our level up screen. We have attack, magic, and life. So the 51 is our life will go up, which is our defense. Our defense will go up. Or, if you don't want to do that, you can go to cancel and wait for the next one, which is 100, then do your magic up. Or if you don't want to do either, you go with skip those two, go to cancel again, go up to 200, and then do your attack, which, you know this game, you want to go after attack all the time. But I will be playing it pretty much as they come, so, which is a good way to do it if you're starting out. Like, if you're playing this game for the first time, just take the levels as you get them. So, life will go up, life will go up. Let's do it. And a bonus thing for life and magic, if you level up your life or magic, they will restore you to full. So your life will restore the full on a life level up, and a magic level up will restore all your magic also. So it's good to keep in mind. If you're near level and you're almost dying, be like, okay, a couple more monsters, boom, get that level up, life up, boom, there you go, you're fully healed. So, something to keep in mind. So, the candle is in the palace, and the palace is to the, well, we gotta go get the palace, which is to the east and not the west. Like that kid said, it's the west, it's not. Now, you come into a cave, and you're wondering, well, it's dark. You know, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't have the candle, or whatever lights up. So you're kind of thinking, well, I'm not supposed to be here. This cave, you have to go through dark. So, there's no monsters, but if you be cautious, you can see the monsters roaming along the edge of the bottom. Like here, if you look very carefully, you'll see some kind of scurrying along the floor. It's not there right now, but it's coming here. You can kind of see it. It's very hard to see, but it's right here. There it is. And if you hear that, it's a drop. That's a magic container. So, it's not a difficult cave. You'll maybe get hit and then just go by. Simple as that. We're in the desert now. Hard encounter means that there's enemies, also, with these flying rocks everywhere. So weak encounter means you only get rocks. But hard encounter means that you gotta deal with rocks and enemies at the same time. So, we've got bots, which are slimes. They're easy to take care of. And then we have these worms, which I already took care of. But you gotta hit them to get them down, and then hit their heads. Sorry, sir. And then just hit them. Simple as that. Alright, so there's the palace, but we're gonna go south for a moment. Another strong encounter? Come on. And bang. Alright. So we're going south for a moment. Alright. So, as I mentioned, that sometimes you will come encounters with predetermined encounters, or predetermined battle scenes, and sometimes. And here is one of them. So we gotta make it past this chasm with bubbles and jumping. Bit of platforming. Watch out, bubbles are physical objects and will hurt you. Death bubbles, what I would call them. And are we gonna get here? So go here. there is a heart, but there's also a Goriah, which will shoot boomerangs, which I will show off later on because we'll run into more. But we have a heart. What is the heart? Is a heart container, which will, if we actually get it, add another square to our life. So we have more life. So leveling up your life doesn't increase your life. You gotta get heart containers to actually increase your life. Like I mentioned before, leveling up your life is for your defense, so you will take less damage. Which, again, it should have been just defense in the first hand instead of life, but... You know, I don't know what they were thinking. But anyway. Confusion. Alright, back over the chasm again. Watch out for bubbles. Just take your time. Don't be in a rush. Especially if it's your first time. Do not rush. Oh my god, don't rush this game. Impatience will be the death of you. If you actually... Again, take your time. And there's also a lot of complaints that the range of Link's sword isn't... Like, it's so small. And you gotta think... Well, in the first game, his sword was pretty small to begin with also. Like, the range. But, you know, it's from a top-down perspective. So, you don't really know. I think it balances it out. Yes, it was, Steve! This was my first Zelda game! That is correct. I didn't play the first one, I played this one. This was my first one. That's why I have a love-hate relationship with it. Because it was kicking my ass so long, and then also... I had Stockholm Syndrome with this game for a while. And then, eventually I beat it, and then it just got easier and easier as I kept on playing it. So here is the palace. And it's got the kick-ass temple theme. So, that's great. This is probably recognized if you played Smash Brothers. This is actually the temple theme for the temple level in most Smash Brothers. So, it's just remixed. Or rearranged type of thing. So most palaces will have a knight in front. This one, you can actually get a surprise sometimes, or a red magic jar sometimes from it. This one, you don't. But most of the time, the top of the palace is just up a straight shot to the elevator, and then when we go down, this is where the meat of the palace is. And for life of me, I can't remember what these guys are called, but they are annoying. They bounce around. And don't let them hit you. They're worth no experience, but they will take 10 experience off of you if you get hit by them. So don't get hit by them. I've got a couple bots. Now, also want to point out that there are variations in enemies. There are outside variations, and then temple variations. So bots, which are the slime enemies, are a bit stronger than the outside ones. So it will take up to attack level 3 to kill them in one hit. While outside bots, outside slimes, only take to level 2. Attack level 2. And here we go, we got to Stelphos! Which he's doing a bang-up job trying to kill me. So, in this game, introduce dynamic combat, I guess? Like, I guess it's been better in Ocarina of Time, but it's gotta start somewhere, and it kinda started here. Where, as long as I'm standing up, facing him, he cannot get through. Hell, I can even get closer to him, and you see his sword is kinda going through my shield, but it's not hitting me. Now if I turn around, he'll hit me. That means my shield is in front of me. I at all times. Now, the same thing goes for me. I can't hit him. If I try to do this, I can't hit him because he's got a shield. So, I hit his bony legs. But, at that time, if I press down, he hits me because I lower my shield to a lower level. So it leaves my face exposed. So he can't hit me. So it's all about timing. So after he attacks, I'll attack. And bingo. There you go. And trust me, the combat's gonna be a little bit more advanced as we go, but that's basics of combat. Anyway, that brings us to another level, because we're at 100. And that will be our magic. Magic will go up. And remember what I said. Magic levels decrease the magic used in spells. It doesn't increase our actual magic. So let's do it. Magic level 2. And let's go to our status screen. So, our shield spell was 32 when we got it, and now it's 24. So it's gone down. So it uses less magic power that we have to use it. So if we use it, before it had took 2 blocks, now it's about 1.5. So don't neglect your leveling up your magic, because magic is a big factor in this game. It really is. Like, eventually down the line, you will need magic, so it doesn't seem too relevant right now, but it will eventually, so do not neglect it. Bam. And then for keys, it's like we can't get it. How do we get the key? Well, we attack it with our sword. That's how we pick up things in this game, is by hitting it with our sword. And a nice fun fact is that the Japanese version, which is the Famicom Disk System version, which originally this game is from, you had to do that for everything in the game. Like, even those heart container, the heart container that I got before, in this one, you literally just pick up. In the Famicom one, you actually have to hit it with your sword. So, that's the thing. No, I would use health over magic first. Like I said, like, if the natural progression in the game, especially the North American version, will give you good balanced levels. So just keep it as it is, but obviously if you play it again and again and again, you can screw it up and be like, okay, let's do magic all the time and see how that turns out. Because eventually, enemies will take off more, and if you don't have enough defense power, you will de-dent. So, I'd recommend just keep the levels kind of balanced. Attack will be the last thing you probably worry about. In the first run, anyway. But if you're doing this for the first time, or at least, second time, I'd go with life or magic. Kind of split them both, and then attack whatever it comes around. Boom. 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 And boom. Now, this is a weird thing that I've always kind of bothered me. This is like a little, oh! Apparently, we're underground, because we took an elevator from the surface underground. So why is there windows outside underground? That's what I've always kind of wondered. Question for the ages. Anyway, we got ourselves a locked door, so if we came over here before, we probably couldn't have gone through, but we have a key. So if we go with our status screen, at the bottom, right below our lives, above the crystals, you see keys times 1. So we got 1 key. How do we use keys? We just literally walk into the door, and we use it. automatically. Also, point out is that do it most likely when enemies aren't around, because there is a unlocking animation, and you are fix that animation until the door is gone. So in that little animation, you will actually get hit. So enemies don't stop. So make sure enemies don't attack you in that animation. We have a bubble, which is that round thing. We can stun it by hitting it. It takes a lot of hits to kill it, so probably something not to actually do right now. But if it does hit you, it does take away life, but also takes a little bit of magic away too, so don't let it hit you too much. Alright, Stelphos, just hit him in the legs, boom. Again, they're saying that this is an NES game, there is knockback for, like, you. If you get hit, you get knockback. But a lot of enemies, especially in this game, have knockback also. So if you hit an enemy, they have knockback. So you can actually use that to your advantage, because the Stelphos here only hit you at a certain range. So if you hit them back, they'll go back out of that range, and they come back into that range, you'll be ready to hit them again in the feet. So use the knockback for your advantage. So we have an elevator here that goes down, but I tell you right now, if we go down there, we'll get nowhere. So we need to go here. Also, let's go with let's a good Didi fact here. If you're playing this game for the first time, just like Metroid, find yourself a map online for the palaces, because there is no in-game map. So please, just find a map online of the actual dungeons, because it will save a lot of headaches. Definitely, just go with it. Okay, so Bubble. Again, don't get hit by them. They take away life and also magic. But again, you see, I'm using knockback in my advantage with those Stelphos to do that. Okay, so we have a four-way direction here. We can go up, down, and to the right. So if we go to the right, we have a fairy. That's a full restore. I could use it, but the thing is, if I use it now, I can't use it later, and I'd rather use it later than now. But if you're, like, dying, I'd recommend just taking it. Like, jump into it. If we go down, we will go to the palace's boss. Like, the end boss of the palace. Let's not go there yet. Let's go up. Alright. Couple here. Watch out these. These guys are so much easier if you have sword beams. Sword beams are available only when you have full life, so, again, if you don't want to get hit, don't get hit. So, key, again, pick up keys. If you actually go into it, you can't actually do it. Just hit it with your sword. You'll pick it up. Now, funny story here is, when I first played this, I was like, I got a key. Let's go back. Well, there's no wall here, so we can go continue. I was always a key short, and I was like, where's the other key? I never understood. Hey, just, you know, continue on. Alright, so we're gonna run into a enemy that shoots little maces in an arc form. Kind of like a hammer brother. So that's usually what I call them, or, you know, a lot of people call them, like, hammer brothers. So, we do need to go through, and we gotta find an opening. So, when you find an opening, boom, hit them in the head. They are jumpy, so watch out. I think they're also called Goomas. I'm also gotta watch my life, just keep on hitting them, boom. So, when you are in critical health, which is probably 1 square or something, like around there, you'll hear annoying beeping. it doesn't go away. But you can probably get, like, mods or hacks or something to prevent it from beeping so frequently, but it's there for a reason. You need to be cautious of your health. Now, statues of these knights sometimes yield treasure and sometimes not, so I'd recommend definitely checking it. So, here, it dropped a red magic jar. A red magic jar fills your magic meter to full. So if you are doing any kind of magic spells of any sort, use it first, and then get the red magic thing, and it will fill to max. So, there's a reason why I said that, like, the way I did, so, for later. We gotta... damn bot. Come on, sir, stop jumping around. Like I said, blue slimes, the most hated enemy in the game because they are very unpredictable. And when you're in low life, they're even more annoying. I might get that fairy, actually. Sir, let me hit you. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get that fairy. I don't want to die. Alright, let's get that fairy. Okay, I'm gonna mention this now. Also, at your full life, you get sword beams, which... no, don't... it's a mixed result if they're good or not. Alright, there are certain ways, and I don't know how to describe this, so I'm just gonna talk here. So there's obviously... you hit at, level, and then lower level with your sword. So there's two evolutions. There's high and low. And you can do it this way, and you can also do it in the air, which is, you know, here. Now, a lot of people do this. Like, this is how they attack in the air. Well, there's both ways in the air also. You can also crouch and also stab. Crouch stab. Jump, crouch stab. If you press down and then jump at the same time and then stab. That way is actually very good instead of the normal way, which is this. It's the crouch stab. It looks a little different. So to jump, crouch, stab, that's the best way I can probably describe it, is that you're kind of crouching in the air and stabbing. And that is actually pretty damn good. And that's what you'll see me do most of the time for enemies that are just wherever. And it's also good for close quarter, like if the ceiling is very low and you have to hit an enemy and you want to jump, like here, I'd do this to actually kill them more efficiently without slowing down, because every time you move, you stop and stab, stop and stab, stop and stab. But if you do the jump crouch stab, you can actually get it's a kind of almost like I use it a lot in my speedrunning technique, but it's not necessary. But I want to just clearly say it. Statue, nothing. Now we have the bubble room. Again, you can stun them and then go through. Now we got fairy spell? Hey, thanks for the follow. Alright. Oh! Come on. Like I said, very unpredictable. Okay, so we got to the next level, which is 150. And that's our actual life again. So we can ignore that and go to 200, which is our first attack level. But again, I highly recommend just taking levels as they come. Especially for your first time. Because the game definitely balances yourself out. Oh, of course I run into something. Come on, sir. Okay. So before I go on this bridge will disintegrate. So this means that I gotta go. Go, 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 go. So we're gonna go. And there's a magic pea bag. I recommend taking it. If you don't, and it falls into the lava, don't worry. It's not gone forever. You can just go out of the scene, come back, and it's there, and try again. Again, if you fall in lava, you die. So, just, you know, be cautious. Again, these guys are annoying. I'm gonna say that so much time through the actual episode. Or part, whatever section. Alright, Hammer Brother again. Again, just be on them, don't get too close, but just let the knock them back a little bit, and then bingo. Now, strong enemies, or stronger enemies, will drop red magic jars instead of blue. Weaker enemies will drop blue magic jars, stronger enemies will drop red magic jars. That's the same with pea bags. Enemies could have the potential of actually dropping pea bags. Weaker enemies usually drop the 50. Now, stronger enemies usually drop 200 point pea bags. So, again, the lucky thing. So, there is like a manipulation how you can actually do it. But if you're playing the game normally, just know that if you feel that the enemy will drop, the drop rate is after, I think, what, 5 or 6 enemies? Around that? Or like, was it 6? I don't know the exact number, but after probably 5 to 8 enemies-ish, an enemy will drop either a magic jar or a pea bag, depending on the drop rate. So, if you want to get into the details, I would recommend looking up at how to do it, but just for a basic run, just kind of keep in mind that I've been killing a lot of enemies. Most likely they're going to be dropping something soon, so hopefully it's a pea bag instead of a magic jar type of thing. But again, also, we can use our magic, and the magic, the red one, will actually restore our magic to full. That's the thing. And I recommend shielding at this here because we have our first Iron Knuckle. And Iron Knuckles are dynamic because you gotta block their swords. They do high attacks and low attacks. But also, they block high and low, so you kinda have to go here and just guess where their shield isn't gonna be while defending. Oh, that is the official way how you beat a Iron Knuckle. Next time we meet Iron Knuckle, I will show how you beat him quite easily. Possibly one of the hardest enemies in the game also to beat is the Iron Knuckle. Not that one, but there's going to be different variations. But definitely hide because of the combat. So yeah. Again, this is why you don't go here first, because you need a key. We got 2. So let's go here. And we got ourselves a candle. Sweet. There we go. And our items are displayed on the bottom. Most items are automatically used in the situations that they are actually used in. So you don't have to select your item and then use them, like in mainly all the other Zelda games. So, there you go. Alright, so got ourselves a candle. Candle lights up the caves, so we can actually see what's going on. Alright, again, if you didn't get that pea bag, it will be there on your return trip, and then if you don't get it there, you can keep on going back and forth until you get it, basically. But, again, the Disintegrating Bridge, don't want to stick around, because, again, lava, instant death. And I also want to point out that there is I'm playing this is the original version, And if you die, there's gonna be a lot of flashing, so there's flashing light warning on this one. I should probably put it in the description. Oh well. Hopefully I don't die. And again, this is where we need to go. So if you didn't get that fairy that was over here, it'd be here still. And, well, you fill that up. Alright, let's go down now. This is where we're gonna do. And here is where we're gonna get an iron knuckle. And I will show you how to take care of these iron knuckles incredibly easy compared to the complicated way that I did before. So, I don't even know how I can explain this. I'll just do it and then I'll explain it. There we go. So, that was relatively easier than actually trying to figure out the high-low attacks, and then, you know, we gotta block their high and low attacks. You just hit them in the head, and it's like, well, is it easy as that? Well, yeah, that's basically what it is. So, it's a jump, just a jump, and when you come down, you gotta hit them literally in the head as you're coming down from your jump. It takes a bit of practice, but it is a glitch. So this is gonna be a that's the only glitch I use basically, because it absolutely takes care of Iron Knuckles so easily. So that's the thing. Hopefully, I'm not gonna die, but maybe I will. No, I won't. Oh, maybe I will. Nope. Alright. I'm in a predicament here. I can get my attack up, which is good. But if I cancel, I might have a chance to get my life up from the monsters coming up, and that will restore my life. But the thing is, I'm just gonna go with the attack power. So I'm good. So, I do apologize for the beeping, but I will go here. Again, watch out for that door. You will lock in an animation, so you can get hit. This guy is going to be utterly annoying for a moment. Hopefully I don't die. He does jump. There we go. 50. Alright. Iron Knuckle. Get over here. Hit him in the face. 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 There we go. P-Bag! Sweet. There you go. So, Iron Knuckles are stronger enemies, so they will drop red magic jars or T-Bags. 200-point T-Bags. I should be fine if I'm not in tutorial mode, but I think I might actually die here. So, if you see curtains most of the time in a room, you're coming to the boss, like the boss of the actual palace. So, I'll mention some stuff here. We're gonna face Horsehead. He's basically a knight with a horse for a head. So his weak point is his head. He has a mace, his range is terrible. Just keep away. You should be fine. So, again, you gotta jump to hit him. I recommend using the jump, crouch stab to hit him better than actually just trying to jump and hit him on the way down from your arc. So, let's do it. Come on. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit in focus mode right now. There we go. Okay. Watch out for the sorry, the lights. I should probably do flashing warning. Sorry. It's an old NES game. I do apologize. So he gave us a level, so we're up to 300. Let's get our magic up. And after beating a boss of the palace, you will always get a key. So we'll get the key. So, again, what I did was the jump, crouch, stab to actually go there. So I actually jumped, used the frames that he knocked back a little bit, and also that pushed me back, and I just repeated the process over and over again, and that should be fine. There you go. So you need a key to get into the statue. Easy as pie. He's one of the easiest bosses of the game, so it's good. And I remember having a very difficult time on him. But nevertheless, once we go in here, we have the statue, which we go up to it, we throw the crystal inside, and by doing so, it brings us automatically to the next level whenever we have. So, seeing that I did get a level off the boss, that is a perfect way to do, because it gives me an automatic level up to the next level. And that's my life. So let's do it. So I got 4 life. Beautiful. Alright. And we can go all the way through the dungeon again, back the way out, or we can go just past this Iron Knuckles statue and road. Alright. Before I get brutally attacked here. Now, each palace has a treasure and a boss. And a statue, I guess. So if you defeat the boss and get the statue, but not get the treasure, the palace will remain a palace, so you can go in it again. But if you get the treasure, defeat the boss, and then restore the statue, the palace will return into a mountain. And that means that you have completed, and you don't need to go back into it. Just to point out, right there. I got a slime! No, after me! No! Let's go in here. Okay, so, seeing that we have the candle, which I got there, means that we have brightened up caves, so we can actually see what's going on. And there's that little enemy that we couldn't see before. And there we go. It's good. Alright, let's head over here. Let's go along here. Actually, I totally forgot. Actually, no, let's not do that just yet. Let's head to the next town, actually. Which is along the road, which is never that easy in the later part of the game. But here's a town. Let's go into it. Let's see what it's called. The town of Rudo! And everyone knows Rudo from Ocarina of Time is the Zora princess in that game. The one that was forcefully goes on you and demands to be Link's fiance. But that's Ocarina of Time. Again, this is our healing lady, so if you need healing, she's here. But also... No, that's interesting, why she's not there. Okay, let's go in here for a minute. And here... If you know anything about Zelda II, you know a few things. It's hard. It's very brutal. It's not like any other Zelda games. And this man right here, this guy is a legend. I am Error. And there it is. There's Error. He is probably one of few things known for this game, so... Oh yeah, my god. Oh, there's too many. There's a few. There's a few. There's the man, the legend himself, right there. Here. So, what I was gonna say is that our life lady is here to restore your life if you need life. But also, on top of that, there's a old lady in orange that goes back and forth. Now, if we talk to her, it's a stop by my rest here. Okay, let's go here. And she will restore your magic to full. So she's the magic lady. And that is, well, that's to restore your magic, but also, sir, come back here. Find magic in caves south of the castle. What? There is something to do with error, but we will get into it eventually. It is kind of story-based, a little bit. And I'll actually show, like, what is the connection of him. But it is later on in the game, so we'll get to it. So this lady came out here, so let's talk to her. Garias of Tantare stole our trophy. So, the wise man... I guess place is usually blocked by something. You have to get some kind of quest to go on. And this is this one here. So, Garias took this woman's trophy. So, we gotta get the trophy back before she actually allows us in to talk to the old man. So, there's a side quest. Alright, let's go in here. We talk to this lady. Hello. Use keys in palaces they are found in. Very, very, very good. So, I don't know if keys are linked to the palaces that you are, that you found in, but most likely they are. And they said that mainly because if you're coming off the first one, the first Zelda, you can actually get keys in dungeons for other dungeons. So, you don't necessarily need to put all the keys in the dungeons. So, that's the thing. That's why they mention that. Alright. Talk to this woman that she's staying here. Do not go south without a candle. Sound advice. Very sound advice. So if you came here, and you're like, I want to go south. Oh, but that lady told me not to go south without a candle. So let's go down here. There's a cave. This cave is quite something in the dark. Don't do it in the dark. So, go get the candle at the thing, at the palace, and then you'll actually go better there. So, that running guy told us that there's a cave south of the castle. There's a castle, there's the cave south. Let's go in here. Get rid of these, which I can't remember what they're called. There's a pea bag. Fantastic. We got Octoroks, which will shoot rocks. And then we have this. What is this? Well, this is our magic container. Like we have heart containers that will increase our life count. This will increase our magic count. So we have 4 to 5. And a lot of games, especially NES games back in the day, had this thing where you can actually just run across, like, one square gaps. Like Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtles had that. Mario had that if you're running. And there's probably a few other games that I'm missing, but this game also has it too. So if you're walking, you can walk over gaps. Like one block gaps quite easily. Just keep in mind. Alright. So, we gotta find the trophy. Where is the trophy? Oh, and as we see, we got attack level 2, so we can actually kill those bots and bits, the slimes, basically, with one hit now. So you can actually see the progression in our strength. So there's a cave up here. Let's go here. Now, if you stumble across this cave, do not do it in the dark. It is very tough. Especially if you're at the beginning. Gotta get that ache. So Octoroks will jump and shoot. So if you're facing down, don't let him hit in your face. Also, they're very cheap sometimes, so you gotta watch their rocks carefully. Especially jumping gaps. We have Garayas. They'll shoot boomerangs. Their boomerangs will sometimes arc and go here, but they will be blocked by your shield. Just kind of go on them. And just keep on hitting them. You'll be no problem. Just be on them. That's all. Anyway, this looks like a trophy. Let's do it. We got a trophy. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this game, among, like, a lot of other things, is that the side quest items don't get displayed anywhere. So you don't know if you've got it or not. So that's one thing that I really wish they actually showed. Again, watch out, lava is a instant kill, so you don't want to do that. So let's go back to Bruto. Doo-doo. And seeing that I'm not at full life, I'm gonna talk to Life Lady. Go in there. And then there's also, like, the story about, like, what is Link doing in there with that young lady? You know, there's that. So, what makes him, you know, restore his life? And I've always thought it's like they allude that there's something else going on in there. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. He does the same thing with the magic lady also. So is he doing the same thing in there? It's like, it's a complicated issue. Anyway, let's talk to her. We got our trophy. You saved the trophy. Come see my uncle. And you can tell if you got the item or not if you come back to the quest giver. And if they're facing away from the door, and if you hit to talk to them, they'll face you. They'll face, well, towards the door, because they are gonna walk towards it. As if you didn't have the item, they wouldn't. That's the thing. So that's how you can tell if you have the item or not. I'm recording also the dialogue and, well, her going in the door, basically. So let's go talk to the old man in the cellar. With this magic, you can jump very high! And we got the jump spell. Alright, so there we go. So if we use it, it's 32, so it is 2 blocks. There you go. And we can jump. I think it's about 2 times higher? About 2 times higher than our normal jump. And again, it only lasts within that battle scene. Because if we go into another scene, our jump is back to normal. And there we go. So I'm gonna go restore my magic. And then we will go south. Because we have a candle, we can go south, we don't have to worry about anything. We're perfect, we're good. Alright, let's go. Wow. Nope. Nope, let's go here. What's this? What's this? Nah. No thanks, but no thanks. Alright, so again, Octoroks, watch what they're gonna do. They're very predictable. And again, Buh-Bye. Garayas. Best way to do it is to kind of inch your way in and go low. Like, defend low. Because most of the time their low attacks will actually go there. It is, but you know, I don't care about bots. Like, that's the thing. They're just annoying. Alright. Again, these guys, I don't know. Actually, I'm just going to... Where is it? How do I get rid of this? Do I get rid of this? How do... No. No. I'll just leave it, it's fine. Alright. Again, here, there's 2 enemies, so you might want to inch your way forward, take care of one of them, and then take care of the Garaya. Oh, he respawned? What are you talking about? That's interesting. Enemies don't usually respawn. Alright, so we have 2 types of eggs. We got a blue variety and a brown variety. Let's get that brown one down here. He actually turns into an actual monster and then shoots a fireball. That fireball cannot be blocked by your shield, so it will attack you. It will go through your shield. So, get that, boom. And, okay. So, let's go into respawning enemies. There are only a certain amount of enemies that respawn in the battle scene. Like, these aches will respawn, bots will respawn, and I think that may be it. Yeah, like, these aches, if I can, like, take care of them, they will respawn. Like, if I go out, and then come back in, they'll respawn. So... But not all enemies respawn, so that's what it is. Okay, so here is also... We're blocked. We can't jump up. Well, luckily we got ourselves a jump spell. So, boink. There we go. Nope. That only is defense. So, it defends me there, so I'll take less damage off from that fireball, but it will not block it. We'll need something else. Don't worry, we'll get there. Alright, we're on the other side of the cave. Gonna go over here immediately. We got a fairy. I might take that, actually. And here we go. So we got a different block. What is this? We move incredibly slow when we go on top of it. It's the marsh! So, very bad that I actually ran into a strong encounter first, because now we gotta deal with birds. I'm gonna get out of here first. Okay, so these blocks will make you move incredibly slow. Okay, weak encounters. You'll be trudging through this sludge. You'll be incredibly slow. You can jump out of it. You'll also have to deal with a moving Octorok. And with the moving Octoroks, they actually shoot below, so you gotta be aware of where they shoot the rocks. But again, you go up and down, so that's in the sludge for here. It's really slow, it's terrible, I recommend jumping back and forth out of it. And the strong encounter... Come on, strong encounter. Okay, so we're in a new area, so that means new enemies. So we got Garayas. So just like any RPG, you go into a new area, there's new enemies to fight. So if you go into a new enemy area in this one, the random encounters will actually preview new encounters. So the strong one for the grass one, you get face off 2 Garayas right off the bat, which is a little unfair, I have to say. I recommend taking the one on the right and not the left, because the one on the right leads to out of the battle scene, while the one on the left, you take care of him. We have to deal with one of these jumping guys, which I, again, can't remember their names, but they are really hard to hit. And, yeah. So, take right. Right is always a good way. And the weak encounters, I believe, is just the jumping guys with bots. Or bits. Bots? These blue slimes. Let's say blue slimes. Ouch. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to go in this here. So weakened counter in the swamp is just Octoroks. Again, I recommend going right, because you don't have to deal with the walking Octorok that is coming towards you. Is he coming? No. Okay. And then the strong encounter is the same thing, except we gotta deal with birds. Birds come down to where you are, and they fly right into you. It's a lot of stuff to deal with. I recommend not running into the actual strong counter in the swamp, because it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so pre-encounter spot here, and we have a Link doll. What is a Link doll? Well, we have 2 lives. If we get a Link doll, we get 3. So we get an extra life. I would save those until you go to the last palace. So don't pick them up. But I will show them off where they are. That's one of them. That's like the first one. There's a roadblock there we can't do anything with. Also to note that these birds take off 10 XP if you get hit, so don't get hit by them. Fairy, you wanna come? Thank you. That'd be very lovely. Alright, so forest. Strong encounter. Oh god, I hate this. Okay, so we gotta deal with birds. But we also gotta deal with blue moblins that will hit both high and low, but also shoot spears at you. So that's what you gotta watch out. And then also these blue spiders that will come down and just hound you by jumping back and forth. It's a crazy mess. So this is where the spike in difficulty kind of goes up a little bit. But anyway, we've reached the next level to our next level, which is attack. And attack will go up? Yes. Yes, please. I want to kill things more efficiently. Damn it. Alright, and the weak encounter, which I did not go in the weak encounter. Damn it. Alright, let's go. Weak encounter. Weak encounter? Okay, weak encounter, we gotta deal with the actual real spiders. The blue ones. And then also these moblins, which will attack high and low, but not throw spears. And that's about it. Alright. So we got 2 ways. We got bridge and over here. I'd recommend going down across the bridge, because we're going to the next town. So we got these guys. These are bonefish called, I think, Bagos? So you definitely want to hold down when they come up towards you. When they're coming towards you as you're walking along, you want to hit down because they most likely will shoot rock at you. And it's a low attack. So you want to go down. If they're coming behind you, well, you could easily just take care of them. So, let's go in here. It's the water town of Saria. It's the forest stage. Alright. Eyes of Ganon are everywhere. Be careful. Okay. So, unlike most towns, if we talk to random NPCs, like this one that doesn't know anything, they have a chance of turning into a bat or an egg. So that's what the guy says, Eyes of Ganons are everywhere, because if you talk to the random NPCs in this game, in this town, they have a chance of turning into a bat. And, there's supposed to be a lady coming out of that house, but she didn't, so let's respawn her. You coming out? Thank you. What do you got there? Oh, I lost my mirror. Now you're thinking, it's like, where am I supposed to find a mirror? There's a lot of map space out there. Like, this mirror could be anywhere. Well, luckily, we just go to the next house. There's nothing here, but we have Link saying his one of few times that he speaks. We go to the table, and he says, "I found a mirror under the table." He speaks! Oh my god, Link speaks! The boy knows how to talk. So there's our mirror. And we go back. And here you go, miss. Oh, you found my mirror. Follow me. So, that was quite easy. That was easier than the actual, like, finding the trophy. The trophy was a lot more difficult. So what kind of spell we're gonna get this for such an easy task? Use this magic to restore your life. Yeah, we get the life spell for this. One of the most crucial spells in this game. And we pick it up. Basically, no problem. There you go. Link hasn't talked a lot. And there's a few instances where he talks here and there, but he rarely talks. He just goes he goes in grunts, basically. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's basically all you hear. The amount of speaking that Link does. But life spell. There you go. My god, we got it costs a lot to use. But it is the only way to heal outside of the town. Like, the only way. The only way. Other than fairies. So that is absolutely essential. Essential. You need that spell. If you pick up, like, any spell in the game, life is the one you need. Oh, hello. In Medora Swamp, find the handy glove. She won't turn into a bat. Everyone else does. Do I need magic? No, I don't need magic. Magic Lady is here. We're gonna go in here. And we have a slime. We attacked the slime. We can't attack the slime, but we can talk to it. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. Let's do it one more time. He's sleeping. Sir, get up. Masters in Wood north of River. So you gotta talk to him a total of 4 times for him to actually say that. And this is actually a hint of something coming up. Just what we're gonna do in probably a few minutes. Right, Life Lady is here. So let's talk to her. Let's go and heal our life, and go. So, that's water. That's death, so don't go into it. We're gonna go in here. And we talk to this dude. Only townsfolk may cross this river. Well, what do we do? How do we get over there? And everyone, mostly in this town, is an actual bat. So how do we get past there? That's the thing. Well, that slime on the bed back here is the key. And we gotta talk to him again. Come on, let's go. Come on. So let me be. Master is in wood north of river. So, okay, so he's in. We gotta go back to the woods. That is north of the river that we crossed. And we'll find Master, whoever Master is. Alright. I'm really, really good. Now, you can go this way, but it's gonna be difficult. But I wholly recommend to kind of muscle your way through the next area, because it will provide the results would be great. But if anything, if you don't want to, the alternative is to go to the second palace. Nope. Come on there, sir. Stop coming from behind. Stop shooting me in the back, please. Come on. Alright. So here's the woods. Now, the woods is littered with predetermined battle spaces. So we gotta go in there and find this master. So let's go. It's a predetermined battle space. These guys are really annoying. Jumpy boys. Jumpa, jumpa, jumpa! Alright, let's go here. There we go. When you go into a battle space that actually is, like, bright, most of the time it is a town or town-related thing. So we got a cabin here in the woods. Let's go. It's a dude. Hey, dude. Beggar is my name. Show this note to the riverman. Okay, we got ourselves a note. Again, we don't know if we have the note because it's not indicated, but we do have it. So we gotta show that. Do not go directly down from here, because there's a predetermined one. I did that so many times in my early days. I'm like, I don't want to deal with these guys. And even if these guys are, like, bouncing all over the place, they're still not... They don't compare to the blue slimes. The blue slimes are absolutely horrible to deal with. Alright. So before we go talk to the riverman, how if we don't want to go that way just yet? Because that leads to Death Mountain. And Death Mountain in this game, a lot of people are like, oh my god, that is so difficult. So how if you don't want to go that way just yet? We go along our path. We got a roadblock we can't deal with. We got another roadblock we can't deal with. And then another one, and that is Rararu, our first town we actually did. So we made a literally circle. We can go over this cave and deal with a bunch of jumpy boys. Because they jump, jump, jump. Come on. Cryos, remember? Get really close to them. I'd compare them to blasters in Splatoon, but that might go over a few people's heads. Because in Splatoon, you want to get close to a blaster because they can't blast you. So, I would say do that, but that might just go over some people's heads. Okay, we got a P-Bag! We're 200 in this cave. Absolutely great. So, it's worth checking out the caves, the random caves, because they might have treasure at the end. Beautiful. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. Trudge through the muck. Are you gonna... Thank you. Actually, the ferry is well needed. Alright. Truck through the mud. This way. Right. Let's go right. Alright, I'm on attack level 3. I can actually kill Octoroks in one hit now. Now, if you need a red magic jar or refill on your magic, go here. We got a red magic jar right here. Don't need it. Just leave it. Don't worry about it. Take it if you need it. And we got our the second temple. And this is where goodies start to appear. Goodies, and also in quotations, in the opening thing. This is a good way to restore yourself. If you're, like, not at full, you should be at full. So restore your life, take the red magic jar, go out of here, come back in here, because it will always respawn. So, going into this temple, you should be at full life and full magic. If you're not, do so. That's the thing, because you will be able to tackle it and have more chance of actually survival. Now, this temple, or palace, whatever it is, hang on. Now, this one is a bit of a tricky one. This took me a while to actually do. But we want to start from the bottom and go to the top. So we're going all the way down to the bottom. We're ignoring this floor. We're ignoring this floor. And we're going to get off at here. Go right to the bottom. Got a bunch of slimes to deal with. Watch out, statues shoot projectiles now. Or not all of them, but some of them do. Also, I like this. The palaces all look different. And this is only in the North American version. The Japanese version doesn't have this. It's like there's, I think, only 2 variations. So this will look very similar to the first palace, the palette, if you're playing the Famicom version. Just something. Alright, we got Hammer Brothers. Again, just watch if there's an opening in here. Come on there, buddy. This one might be a little difficult to deal with, so you might have to take a hit or 2. And take in there. Boom. Now, I took a bit of damage. I can heal, but I don't want to do it right now. Got yourself a key. Beautiful. Now, you can actually make it up here if you jump. If you time your jump, which I will get to. There are different jump heights in this. There's a normal jump, which is 2 blocks high, and a running jump height, which is 3 blocks high. Again, I used to speedrun this, so I know some tricks of the trade. Take that. I might heal, just to make sure that I don't die, and I also have sword beams. Get over here. Come on. Alright. Alright. I'll explain more of the jump heights when it's relevant, but right now, we're going up 1. These are Octoroks, or a different variation of it. They'll shoot rocks, they'll come, some are stationary, will jump like Octoroks, and do a high attack. And other ones will move along the ground, and shoot blocks along the ground for a low attack, and also jump at times for a high attack, so you gotta be on your toes. Got a bubble. Again, don't get hit by the bubble. You will lose your magic. Also, along with your life. Okay, so here's a blue Stelphos, and he just demonstrated what's different from these guys. Is that these guys are the same, but I'll kill one. But once in a while, they will downstab. So just be aware that that happens with blue Stelphos. Alright, so we gotta level up. Our magic will go up. Perfect. We got our life spell. I prefer it go down in cost. Let's do it. And did it go down? I don't think it went down. Some spells are affected by levels, some aren't. Like our shield spell is down to 16, which is 1 square. Our jump... Did it go down? I don't know if it went down, but it does go down eventually. And we got a key here, so good. Do, do, do. Yep, bots are respawning. We'll take care of this. Alright, and we're gonna go back up. Now, we have these, droppers. They'll drop red liquid. I always thought it's blood, but, you know, it might be other stuff. But occasionally... Come on. Occasionally... They'll drop blue. And if they drop blue, it will turn into a blue slime. Alright, let's just go. And that's just annoying, actually. Sir, stop jumping around, please, sir. Alright, blue here. And now, in this room, we'll encounter flying statue heads. Which will go in the Medusa... They also take a lot of hits. But they fly in the same version as Medusa heads in Castlevania. So they have that wavy form. And it's just annoying. That's all. So I'd say take your time through this. And also you gotta deal with, like, blue slimes also. They're worth 20 points, so... Again, watch out. Do not get attacked with that closing, the door opening animation. And there you go. Now here's one of the rooms that I absolutely hate if I'm doing a speedrun. Because we got blue blobs right over lava pits. And there's knockback. Yeah. Let's just say I've, a couple runs ended here a few times for me. Alright, again, let's kill this guy. Normally. I'm just gonna hit him. Normally. Boom. P-bag! Yes, please. Alright, got a bubble to deal with, so I'm gonna cheat him out here. Damn it. I don't have... No! No! Not good! Go away. Yeah. Fast bubbles are absolutely horrible. Because they bounce all over the place. Oh, perfect. Okay, so some statue heads give you items. So, yo, go crazy. See if you can find them. I'm gonna get life. And boom. Now, what I did there is I waited until I had enough magic to cast life, because I didn't have. And then, before I was actually full, I used that spell. Which gives me a little bit more magic if I just waited for I was full, and then use life. So again, little things that you can do just to shave off things. That's what it is. Going down, we've got a couple of interesting Octoroks. Oh, thank you. Okay, nope. Oh, that hurt. That hurt! Nope, there we go. Okay. So, here is very similar to the entrance where we went down 3 levels. Now we're going... We went over, and now we're going down 3 levels. But this time, I didn't go down to the bottom. I'm going down separately. Again, find a map online that shows you where to go, because it will save a lot of aggravation. Because then you'll hit a dead wall or a dead end, and be like, well, I can't do anything. You want to go through this area with the falling blocks very quickly, because we can't, well, destroy them. So, if you get blocked in, just go outside the scene and come back, and they're gone. So, you need to hurry your way through there. We got this, but we also have red knuckles. Red iron knuckles. I really should be using shield also. Again, they're worth 100 points. They're a lot faster than the gold variations. But you're like, oh my god. That's good. Well, luckily we have to fight another one. And if it was if you're fighting this legit, you'll be like, oh god, do I have to fight this guy? Oh my goodness. Anyway, we come here, got the treasure, we got a handy glove. Like that woman said in the town. We got a handy glove. So, we got a glove. What is it for? What's it do? So, we got... I think there might be a red magic jar. I don't have enough magic for that anyway. So, we're gonna let this form for a minute here, so... Gives me an opportunity to take a drink, so hydrate if you haven't. Alright. So we're blocked in. We can't break blocks. Or can we? So with the glove, we can actually destroy these type of blocks. We just hit them with our sword. And there it is. Now we can only destroy those type of blocks, and not like everything else. Alright, down we go. Watch out. Okay, so that is a MOA. It will fly in, and then make a U to go the other way. But when it goes back off the same side it came on, it'll drop fire. So watch out. That fire cannot be... Well... I might die? Having a lot of close calls here. Alright. I'm being a little extra careful because I've got an iron knuckle over here. No, I'm dead. Watch out for the flash. Okay. Deathless run is off the table. Made it to the second palace. That's not bad, actually. Alright. Of course you give me the key. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course. Of course this has to happen. It's like, oh, yeah. If I killed that iron knuckle, I would have got the pea bag. And it level me up to level up my life. That will completely restore me. Oh my god, the luck. The luck I have. Oh my god, the luck. Absolutely ferocious luck. Anyway, we got another level of our life. Grandioso. Boom. I'd say ignore that guy and just come over here. So you don't have to worry about the statues. Sir, can you... No, sir. Stop it. So if you came out down here without the handy glove, you can't go anywhere, because you can't break these blocks. So again, just find a map online, map your way through, and just go that way. Another... Nope. Let's go, sir. Man, those Another one? Yeah, I thought there was... Let's go. Get over here. Right. Also, another thing, if you can, except for these bubbles, I was just literally going to say, it'd be a good idea to kind of destroy all the enemies in a room. But then I came to a room with bubbles in there, and you can, again, destroy these, but they're going to take a while. Again, if you have a turbo on your controller, just hold it. Because they take a lot of hits. But they're worth 50, so... Worth it? Question mark? Alright. So we can't go down, but no, because that's the way forward. We gotta go over here. In the face. And Hammer Brother, watch out for the Hammer Bro. The Mace Brother, I don't know. Actually, probably Mace Brother would be more accurate, because they throw maces. Done. And unlike the first temple, there's no treats in this time. So, sad face. Boom. Alright, we're heading back, and then we're gonna go down. And then we're going down. And then we have more Mace Brothers. Oh! Excuse me, sir! Alright, let's life it up. Is that full? Good, okay. So, here's a lot of blocks that we can destroy. We can destroy all of them. But, to actually show... No, I don't have the... I don't have the thing that I actually want to. Okay, so let's... go down here. So if we break these blocks... and go all the way to the wall... we have a red magic jar. And so we're gonna take it. No, I can't do that. So, we can't get up there. We can't get up there unless we use the jump spell. And I've already restored my magic. I don't want to do that. So, we're just gonna respawn the room. And then do that. Just go up the elevator, down the elevator, and the room is reset. Enemies other than the blue slime should be gone. Yep. Hammer Brother didn't come back, so only the slime. So this is a little bit tricky. Again, if it falls into lava, don't worry about it. It will return. But here, we gotta go here, and then jump, and do that. If we have a certain skill, it'd be a lot easier to get, but we have not got that skill yet. A couple of these guys, and also a red iron knuckle. Again, just use boom, and 200. Sweet! Cash. Alright, got another. Boom, boom, and boom. Yeah, killing those guys normally ain't worth it. I used to do that. Like, I used to do runs where I didn't know that glitch, and I'm like, oh, that pained. Once I found that out, and I do have to say, I found that out due to YouTube. I saw a playthrough of that, and some Let's Player did that, and I'm like, no way. You could do that? And I did it myself, and I'm like, oh my god, playing this game is going to be so much easier. It is. Boom, boom, boom. It takes a bit of time, but once you get it, you get a flow of it. That's the thing. Alright. Boss time. got curtains last time. So we're gonna be fighting Helmet Head. Because he's got a helmet for a head. Helmet Head. So we're gonna shoot, hit him in the head, his helmet's gonna come off, and then we're gonna shoot another helmet off. So he's gonna have two helmets kind of flying around shooting projectiles at me. And other than that, he's pretty much like Horsehead, where you gotta hit him in the head. So, let's do it. Again, shield. Jump might be good, but I don't like jump. But if it's something that you feel comfortable with, go with it. And I'm gonna have fun on life, just in case. We got Helmet Head. He shoots projectiles. Let's shoot it. Boom. Boom. I'm going back because that gives me a little bit of opportunity to block a shot. Because if not, he'll shoot above my shield. If he's too close. There we go. And that should give me a level too. Oh, attack, sweet. Level 4 attack, sweet. There we go. Key. Door. And statue. There we go. Level 2 down. And then we also got a level for that, sweet. Like, I'm getting super lucky with the levels at the end of palaces, because I get 2 levels. But yeah, our magic goes up, sweet. There we go. So our life is at 50 now. Our jump is at 20. Our shield has... It's like at 16. And it's not going to go any further down. Alright. So again, we can go out here. And again, if you collected the treasure and defeat the boss and also restored the crystalline statue, you'll the talus will turn into a mountain. If you did not do one of those things, it will remain a palace until all 3 things are done. So, and there we are. Level 2 done. We're looking pretty beefy right now. So, it's good. Hey. Oh, of course it's a strong attack. Let's go. Burbs. Got a burb attack here. Burb. There we go. Take care of that and that. Okay, so let's go to the most painful part of the game for most people. The place that everyone gets destroyed in their first run. And that's Death Mountain. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to say this here first. Yep, it's gonna be... Death Mountain is a hurdle to cross. Especially for a first-time player. Yeah. Like, the controls are a little stiff to work with. So if you're not prepared for this, they will utterly destroy you. But again, be patient. And just be persistent. You'll be fine. Oh yeah, to point out, also, if you lose all your lives, and you get a game over, you start, like, back at the first palace with the Sleeping Princess Zelda. So, you make so much progress, and you're like, oh, I'm a game over. I'm right back at the beginning of the game. So, that kinda sucks. That's why you use to save states. Save state! Definitely save state. It's a save state game. definitely. Okay, so we got that letter from Master up in the woods. And he told us to show it to the riverman, so let's actually show that note. You know Bagoo? Then I can help you cross. Thank you, sir. And there we go. And then we have an exactly the same guy for the return trip, if you need to go back. So there we go. And now it's time for Death. Go here. And Death Mountain. It's a series of caves. Lots of caves. Lots and lots and lots of caves. A good rule of thumb is to go to the right. So let's go to the right. Take care of those. We got moblins. Moblins are affected by sword beams. A lot of things aren't, but they are. Use your sword beams if the enemy is affected against them. Again, go to the right. We got Octoroks. Take care of them. We got a Garaya. We can hear his boomerang. The blue variant is a bit faster. Throws, I think, an extra boomerang also. There we go. Don't need it. Again, go to the right. Alright, now this is where it starts to get a little more difficult. Because we've encountered, what, Octoroks, Garayas, things we've encountered before. Where's the difficulty? Where's the challenge? Well, the challenge is coming up. Got a monster coming up. Now if we go straight, we got this guy. This guy's a Daria, and he has an axe. That axe cannot be defended by your shield, so your shield cannot defend against it. Luckily, he doesn't have a shield, so you can attack him anywhere. But, again, you want to try to treat him as a Stelphos. So, let's go. I hit his feet. Hit his feet. Use that knockback. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Hit his feet. You want to hit his feet, most of the time. Got another Daria here. Got a P-Bag. I want to kill these Darias because they're strong monsters, and they drop 200 P-Bags if they drop one. Again, I'm destroying things that I see because I want points. Sir, stop hitting me in the head, please. Alright, now, they don't respawn either. These Darias don't respawn, so if you kill them, they'll take a bit to respawn. Now, if you want to not go through this cave that I'm gonna go through, like we're gonna go here, you end up here. Remember this, because I'm gonna come back to it, because I'm gonna do an extra small cave for some extra points. So I'm gonna go up, and then to the right. And this just goes with an extra cave with a few extra Octoroks. Quite easy to take care of. But it's like 60 extra points. Most of the time. Oh, I want to point out, if an enemy drops something, you don't get points for that enemy. So, if you see a drop and you're like, it's a blue magic jar, but I wanted that other 10 points. It's like, oh, come on, give me points. It's frustrating. And here we are here. So, it just cuts off that one. And that's what I would say if you want to go through here. Anyway, we're going here. Bridge usually means these bonefish, which are terrible, especially seeing that they get caught up in the walls. Alright. And now we just follow the path. Okay, here, this one. So we got axe-wielding Darias. So it's worse than that. I'm gonna heal. Do I have enough jump? Yeah, I have enough jump, okay. If you have enough for shield, use it. I'm gonna use jump. Because there's a red magic jar. There's a red variations, which throws axes. So, if you have shield, use it. If you want to ignore it, just ignore it. You can kind of jump over here. And just ignore this guy. Because he's a bit of a handful to deal with. But, I'm crazy, so I'm gonna go actually without shield and take care of him. Let's go, buddy. Jump over this. Boom. Now, he does shoot axes once at a time, but he will, what I would say, double tap sometimes, where he'll do double. And that's the one that will be a little difficult to deal with. But until then, you just deal him with, like you do an Iron Knuckle, basically. He double tap there. Boom. Alright, let's heal. And there we go. Double tap. The double tap. Yeah. Alright, we got a Goriah coming up. But also watch out for bats. Boom. Or Keese, or no, what is Ache? Ache. Daria. Again, hit his feet. His knees. He's weak in the knees! Damn it. Come on. Damn bats. Come on. There we go. Go down. Now we got bits, which are the brown versions of the slimes. And they don't jump. They don't jump. They just move fast along the ground. If Daria's here, again, hit their face. Use the knockback to get down there, and hit their feet. And again. So this time, the opposite direction, and we got blue slimes this time. Sweet. Like to see that. Oh, you're gonna mess me up. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. That's gonna screw me up. Also, these guys will start throwing their axes if you're in range, but if you go out of range, they stop doing their axes. And once you get in range, they take a little bit of time to actually start going with their crazy animation. That's a perfect opportunity to hit them in the face. And we have a red magic jar, which I will restore life. If you see a red magic jar, and you can cast life, do it. Do it. Like, cast life if you see a red magic jar. Unless you're full. Unless you're full in life. But it's literally a free heal. Free heal. Alright. So, we can't go to the right, and I keep on saying, hey, keep on going to the right. Well, there's a hole here. Let's go in the hole. I want to go in the hole. Alright, let's first of all, we're gonna be dealing with the red Daria. Again, just jump. Maybe do a jump crouch stab also on their face. Watch out for bats on the ceiling. We got Ache, or what the brown version would call Ache Man. You know, what if that's a play on, like, Batman? One of the developers are actually going like that. Because it is a bat. There we go. Got a Daria coming up. Hit him in the knees. Alright, and we have a level up on our life. More defense. Hell yeah. Ouch. Good stuff. See, look at how much those weak enemies did to our damage now. It's like only a sliver. There's nothing in this room. I just came up here to kill those Octoroks. More points. But we're going down. This is kind of like a little mini dungeon-ish. Now, we have a red Daria to the left and right. We gotta go right to proceed, and left for a red magic jar. And I'm gonna clear out both of them. I'll deal with those guys in a moment. Come in there, dude. Don't double tap. Let's go. There we go. So these guys on the floor are called moos. And we can't actually kill them because they're below our actual sword strike. So we gotta find another way to kill them. Other than that, they're just really annoying. Okay, no double tap. Don't double tap. Let's go hit in the face. In the face. There we go. Yeah, once you know how to deal with these guys, they seem relentless most of the time. But if you know how to deal with them, they go down quite easily. With the regular Darias, you want to hit their feet. Just be on them, hit their feet, hit their feet, hit their feet. Or down attack. Low attack. And then with the red ones, you want to jump over their axe, hit them in the head with a jump crouch stab to the face. And just keep doing that over. Should be fine. Again, easier said than done. It'll take a lot of practice to do. I've been playing this game... God. I first played this when I was like 8. And I'm in my 40s now, so it's been... a long time, let's just say. Just watch this guy. He'll trip you up. Again, lava instant death. Don't want to take a lava bath. Now here is a Daria. Daria will be coming towards you. He will already be in the animation. And I gotta get him out of that animation. So we gotta kind of get in there and just wreck face. Or wreck his knees, at least anyway. Red magic jar, and that full life. Let's do it. Now here, we got a red Daria. Again, nope, I jumped too early. Too early. There we go. Oh, he double tapped. No, he double tapped again. There we go, okay. And there we go. And what's this? We got ourselves a hammer. Beast out that hammer. No. Hammer's in their inventory. What's the hammer do? What's it do? What is it? It is actually an item we use on the overworld, so we will demonstrate what it does in the overworld. And unlike the palaces, we have no easy way out here, so we gotta just backtrack. Again, watch this moo. Make sure it doesn't trip you up. And just continue. If you take care of most of the enemies, or of all the enemies, then you don't have to worry about most of them on the way out. So, also a good reason why to destroy all the enemies in the area. So here, we have a red magic jar. And I left it because I wanted to be at full life when I came out. Do 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 do. Do. And up we go. And we're going to the left. And out. Watch out for Eggman, because they will respawn. There's another one. Is he coming towards me? Yes. There he is. And there we go. We're out. And, luckily, guess what? This is a roadblock. We can destroy roadblocks with a hammer. You press A, it's destroyed. Let's go into it. It's a map. So roadblocks sometimes yield, and once it's a roadblock is gone, it turns into a desert pile. Alright. So here, this area here, down here, a lot of theories have speculated that this is the original Legend of Zelda map from the first game, just condensed. Because we got a graveyard in the far left. There's a forest kind of down south of that. And then also there's there. So a lot of people think that this is the original Legend of Zelda map, which, you know, there's a lot of... It could be. They might have been... That's the thing, because a lot of sequels, especially back in the day, like during this time, had a callback to the first game. Like Dragon Quest, let's say Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest II has Dragon Quest I's map in it. You can actually go to the first place in Dragon Quest. The first one. In Dragon Quest II. So there's little callbacks, and I like that. Alright. So we're going to the right. As soon as I stop getting hit by all sorts of things. And, oh, of course. Alright, so this cave can kill you quite easily. There's a lot of cheap tricks here. I would say inch your way through this cave very carefully. Because if not, these Octoroks will blindside you. Now, I'm inching a little way. You see the Octorok on the far right. He's going up and down. And he's not shooting a rock yet. But if I go over far enough, he will shoot a rock. And I'm over a pit, so I gotta jump over it. I'm gonna wait until he comes down and then jump over. Because if not, if I'm jumping over while he's shooting, he'll hit me with the rock, and I will get knocked back into the lava. Which sucks. Or I could just walk into it. Or not jump into it. Just don't jump into it. I'm gonna wait until here. There we go. And again, there's nothing here. Okay. Okie dokie, and we just need to follow the path up to here. And I always thought this was a palace at one point in time. Because back in the day when I rented this game, there was like a complete file on the save thing, because you know, when you rented it out, you get to play other people's games on the save file. And I came here, and it's like, this is already a mountain. I'm like, well, palaces turn into mountains when you're done everything. So I always thought this was going to be a palace. Never is. It's just a random rock right there. Mountain. We go here. Luckily, no, just a transition. And now we go on a bridge. A long bridge. Very long bridge. So blue moblins, remember, shoot spears, but they also attack high and low. So, be aware of it. But they are susceptible to sword beams, so just sword beam them. And now we deal with bubbles. Lots and lots of bubbles with a Daria with a bubbles. Ouch, sir. That hurts. Hurts my face. Oh, he's double tapping. Don't double tap. No. So, I do want to point out something. I'm not using shield. But I highly suggest using shield, especially with harder enemies. Doesn't matter. Like, if it's hard, if the enemy's hard, use shield, because you'll do less damage to you. So there's a graveyard. Oh, we're going down here. and run into a battle. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, sir. And we're just going down here. So here's another location for a life. There's a life there. How many times? I've died like twice already. So again, I recommend holding off and getting these lives until you're in the last palace of the game, because you're going to do them there, most of all. But me, I'm going to take it. I'm fine. So, that's the second location for a life. Do not go in the graveyard, because it is really difficult to deal with enemies. But I will show you. Let's go. So, there's Moas. There's these guys, which are hard to hit. They take off HP. They take off hit and health, but also take off 10 experience every hit. So, and they're very difficult to deal with. So, I'd recommend avoiding the graveyard for the foreseeable future. Alright, roadblock there, but we're not going to deal with that just yet. We're going to go over here. Next down. I might have to take, like, I don't mind streaming a bit more, but I might have to get some water in just a moment. Anyway, we got the harbor town of Maito. Now, Maito wasn't a sage in Ocarina of Time, but he was in the first town of, he was a Kokiri in the first town. So, he was the asshole, basically. So we have white buildings, we have Life Lady, thank you. And we have a dude. Let's talk to him. Ask Error of Rudo about the palace. Okay, so our third palace, we gotta ask Error of Rudo how to get to it. Because, well, it's not accessible right now. Hey, kid. The island palace in the south has a rath. So, there's an island with a palace on it, and it has a rath. How do we get that island? Well, we gotta ask Heir of Rudo how to get that. And there's a door up there on that church. Let's jump to it. Use our jump spell, and jump. There you go. This one might take a little bit of oomph to get up there. You might have to do a bit of a walking or running. There's no, like, technically run, but just take a few more steps. Because a walking step might actually do it. Well, it might. Yeah. Pretty much. Of all things raft, yep. He knows how to get it done. Anyway, we got a cellar. Church has a cellar, let's see. We have a dude, we have a knight. He doesn't automatically speak to us, so we gotta actually speak to him. When you jump and press downward to stab. And then we gotta press the button to actually get out of it. What did we do? So what does he say? Press downwards when we stab, when we jump. So if you play Smash Brothers, this is Link's downward stab. We have the downward stab. So if we hold down when we actually jump, we can stab downwards. Possibly one of the best abilities in the game. And let's grab this. This is our magic lady. So let's go. Oh, got it here. Please, help. My daughter is sick. Help her. That's very vague, miss. How do I help her? So, this is the wise man quest. We gotta help this lady with her daughter. How do we do that? Well, we gotta find some kind of medicine, which is apparently in a cave. So, that's what we do. Alright, but first, let us go meet with our friend, Error, up in Rudo. So, seeing that we have roadblocks, we have the hammer, we can get rid of roadblocks. So we can actually go back to the area. I'm gonna get this cave before we do this. Okay, so we have the downward stab. We can take care of these guys. There we go. Downward stab, so much good. So much easier. Deals with floor enemies so easily. Oh my god, it's good. Oh, it's a heart! Let's bounce on it. Bouncing on the heart. Bouncing on the heart. Bounce. 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 Let's grab it. It's going great. You can bounce on certain items. It's good stuff. Alright. So we got a heart container. That's the second heart container of the game. Moos will respawn, so do watch out. So we're going back to Rudo. We got Rauru here. That's our first town. So we just follow the path. We're in the first area, so we got first area enemies, which shouldn't be any problem at our level currently. Or I can get into a random thing on the road, sure. So let's go to Rudo. At full health, yes I am. So I don't need Life Lady or Magic Lady. Here's Rudo here. Hey, sir. South of King's Tomb in Mido is a tunnel. Oh, okay. So King's Tomb, we need to find King's Tomb. And then go south. And then we find a tunnel to the palace. Also, I want to point out that we don't have to go back and talk to Error for the tunnel to appear. That's just to help along, kind of, to indicate where you need to go. Because if you already know about the tunnel, you can just go to the tunnel. Like, this is just a... But I wanted to show the legit way of how you're supposed to know where to go. Alright. But first, before we go back to Mido, or tackle the island palace, we gotta go over here, because there was a roadblock with a cave in the swamp. Sir? Go away. There we go. Alright. So the swamp, roadblock in the cave. This is how we know. Oh, in the goo. Downstab makes this area so much easier. Alright, in here. Watch out for bonefish. Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, bonefish also take off experience points also. Alright, so we got Dario, which we can actually downstab. Which is a possible thing, but I prefer the other way. Like here, you can actually jump on his head with the downstab. And I really don't want to, because this way that I have before works pretty damn good. I jumped the double tap. Wow, that's good. Yeah, don't down thrust this guy, because you, especially if you like run at him and then down thrust him, and then the inertia momentum will sometimes knock you right into the lava. It happened to me like a few times. So, don't do that. Just do the... Just hit him. And there we go, we got the Medicine of Life. In a random cave. Seems legit. Like, if there was, like, an old lady there, maybe that, too. Be like, oh, here's the Medicine of Life, or something. You know, that would be a bit more better, but I guess it's just a random bottle in a cave. That seems safe for, like, a sick girl? Yeah. Of course, I'm bringing logic into an NES game. How dare I? Alright. Alright, let's go here. Mito, I need to heal up. Also, so, Life Lady. Get that sweet, sweet lovin'. Going past the church. Also, I wanna... Excuse me. Is that there is an actual floor here. You can actually hit it. So that's how you can tell there's something there. Alright, what's there? I got a random jar of medicine in a cave, madam. Is that good enough? Oh, the water of life. Come with me. And there we go. We got ourselves the access to the mage. The mage. The wizard. The wizard in the cellar. These magic words will give you power! And that, apparently, is fairy. So, what does it do? Sir, what does that do? Oh, you missed the error? We went to see Error, and he told us to go to King's Tomb and go south of there to find a tunnel to the Island Palace. That's what he told us. So it's not like deep, dank lore or anything. He just told us where to look. So, but you can check it out on the VOD. You can check it out on the VOD, like afterwards. It'll be around 2:35 or something on the VOD. So write that down. Anyway, we got fairy. Just there. So what's this do? It turns us into a fairy. We can go anywhere. We can't attack. We can't dodge. But we can move around. And there you go. There's speculation of why there's error in the game. Because it's a play on having an error in a code. Because there's also a character called Bagu, or Bug. So there's bug and error. So I hear there's a play on words. So that's, what I hear. I don't know if that's true, but almost like Dragon Quest when it's their puns. Possibly. I need to heal my magic, and then I'm going to just go grab some water. And I'll probably be like, just a minute or two. Alright. Alright, get that. I'm gonna stop here just for a minute. I'll be back in, I don't know, less than a couple minutes. I just want to grab some water. So, I'll be back in 2 shakes. Alright, back in the driver's seat. Alright, let's get to it. Which way should I go? I'll go to the left. Right? Left, left. Let's go left. Okay, so... Actually, Steve, do you want to see what Error says? Because I can go back and actually show him what he says. Because that's where we're going next. We'll go here. We'll go back up to Rudo. We'll go here. Okay, so we're back in this, the first area. So we're going back up to Rudo. Ferry is required. That's why I got it. So it is required to get to the third palace, which is the Island Palace. There are some spells that you don't need, but it's good to have all of them anyway. Okay, so here's Error. Hey, sir. And here's the south of King's Tomb in Mido is a tunnel. That's his deep dank lore right there. He'll tell you how to get to the Island Palace. That's it. There's that. Now, funny thing is, there is a hack, a ROM hack out there, where you can actually play as Error in Zelda 2. You get, like, your place as Link as Error, but the game is perfectly the same. And I find that absolutely hilarious. Alright, so we gotta go back down to the graveyard that we have to avoid, because it's hilarious. I love fun mods or fun hacks like that where they just replace... It's the same game, but they replace things with incredibly funny things. Makes me giggle. Alright. I think it actually is called that, The Legend of Error. Alright, let's go down here. And go in here. Oh, what's this? This is King's Tomb. Well, we found King's Tomb. Now we need to go south. But first, we're going over here. Because we're going to Evil's King Tomb. With a red magic jar. And a couple bots, and that's about it, actually. But there is a red magic jar here. A couple more enemies on this side. With a Garaya. Sir? Stop going out of screen. I can't kill you. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna life up, because the red magic jar is here. Oh, of course. See, that's why I hate those bots, man. They're just so unpredictable. Anyway, here's King's Tomb. Let's go south. Down we go. Boom. Here's the tunnel. So, we need to go up there. We can't jump up there even with our jump spell. What do we need? Fairy. And hence, why we need Fairy. Or the actual... Fairy is busted in this game, also. It allows you to go through locked doors, also. I guess I can demonstrate... Well, if I have no... Well, I'll try to demonstrate. But here we are. Island. Alice. Let's go. Ooh, okay, here is where things get nasty. Nasty. Very nasty. So, a lot of the monsters are... We're gonna have... There are two regions of Hyrule. There is... What is it? There's Western Hyrule, where we are now, and there's Eastern Hyrule. and the enemies are quite vastly different. The Eastern Hyrule enemies are so much more powerful and fierce than the Western. That's where we start. And this palace has a lot of Eastern enemies to it, so the difficulty spike shoots very high in this one. Also, potentially, the actual knight statue is an actual knight. Which, you know, is a good free, 100 points, but we can also go back, and sometimes it will be a knight again. Just keep on doing this. Sir, can you stop being an actual enemy? There we go. Sometimes it's a red magic jar. And again, like I said, you should be going in each palace full life and full magic. So, there we go. Let's use this and this. Okay, there we go. Also, if you're close to a level, the 100 points would actually be pretty good off of that. That's if you want to take care of, like, a red knuckle, like, every single time, so... Anyway, welcome to the Item Palace, where you're probably gonna die a lot. Because the enemies are different. So these are these guys. They shoot hammers. Or maces. They also jump. But they will only shoot hammers from the up position. So, no lower attacks. Only the up. And they will jump and shoot hammers also. And they're called Doom Hammers. And their maces will... They're boomerangs also. That was a terrible display of how to deal with one. Now these are actually Stelphos Knights. The blue variations also do downward stabs. They take a lot more hits. Things just, like, are cranked up to, like, 11 in this one. Compared to, like, 2. Like, the second palace. And these moves are a bit more stronger. There's a Moa. Just despawn them. Falling rocks, falling blocks. We can go through. Turn for fire. Again, we're below ground, but there's windows apparently here. So, again, question for the ages. Key. Now, with this one... Man, I really gotta drink some water. Give me a second. Okay. So here, I'd recommend getting these blocks because this guy cannot hit you. Because he only does up attacks. But you gotta watch out for this little prick here also. Because he's just going around. Just inch your way over. And... There we go. Again, combat becomes a little bit more fierce. You'll get a taste of the real combat in this temple. Yeah, there's some keys. They're visible, but they might be out of sight, so you can actually, but they will be visible on the screen somewhere, but they might take a little bit to get to. Now here, I'm gonna get rid of this guy quickly. There we go. Come on there. Okay, so I'm gonna explain about height, jump heights. Now here, I can't get up there. I try to get up there, I can't. I can only jump 2 blocks. 2 block high. Jump. So essentially, I needed to do this, and then jump up. Well, how about if I don't want to do that? I can always use the jump spell, but that costs magic, and I don't know if I really want to... Sir, can you come this way? Of course not. Come on, get over here. I hate these little buggers. I seriously do. Come on, get over here. Okay. Because I'm trying to explain something and I don't want them to screw me up. Okay, stay over there, please. Stay over... Come on. Screw it. We're gonna... Okay. So I just did it. So, I can't jump I can only jump two block high. But, if I'm... Essentially, there's no run in this. But if I kept on walking for a little bit, and then jump... It's kind of a running jump, and then I can actually jump at the right time to get up a 3 block high jump. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I need to do that again. But you can literally just do this, and then this, and then this. Okay, I hate these bastards. Good. Ah, about time. Attack up! Yay! Good. Alright. Is that guy gone? Of course not. Now, can I even do this now? Up, up, and... Lordy, come on. It takes a bit of time to do, but you can do it. It would help if these guys weren't, like, blocking... There we go. Alright. If not, just use the jump spell. That is... so much better. Alright, well, there's an elevator back there, but we're not gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with here. We're actually outside. Wow. Like, surprise, surprise. For a key. I am taking so much damage. That statue doesn't have anything. This statue doesn't have anything. Alright, so this is a red Stalfos Knight. The Knight variations are a bit stronger. But this one is like the normal one that doesn't have the downward stab. So it can't really hit us. So you hit him in the knees. He's done. Here, you can also get up here with the running jump, but you gotta be really quick on this step here to make it up there. If not, if you fall down here and you need to go over there, just use jump. That's probably the best alternative. Now here, oh good lord. 2 enemies that I hate the most in this game. We got blue slimes, which I hate, and then we have these heads that kind of go forward, down, forward, up. It's like they go kind of in a zigzag, but a very straight line zigzag. Like straight, down, over, up, down. It's absolutely annoying, and they shoot stuff all the time. They get annoying, they spawn all the time. They're just annoying, very annoying. Come on! Which way are you going? Get over here. You wanna get over here? Get over here. You gonna stay over there? Okay. Key. Iron Knuckles. Like, yeah, let me take on Iron Knuckles, anything in this game, but blue slime over a pit terrifies me. Because they are so unpredictable. And the bloody knockback in this game, oh. The things of horror. Nope. Nope. Okay. 3 hits? Wow, okay. So we got gold Iron Knuckles, red Iron Knuckles. Well, welcome to the next variation, blue Iron Knuckles that shoot sword beams at us. So we gotta block high and low. And again, if you fight this guy normally, good luck. Hit him in the head, he's gonna get pissy, and then shoot a couple of shots very quickly, high and low. They can be blocked, thankfully. Let's go. Hit him again. Take this guy slow. Take him slow. Take him slow. If you can. Don't get, don't get caught off guard by the door opening animation. Let's go. He takes a bit of hits, too. Again, I really should be having shield. There we go. Oh my god. 150 points, though. But oh my god. And there's Raft! There's our Raft. There's our item. Oh man, let's get a celebratory drink for that one. Holy jeez. But as you can see, the difficulty in the dungeons are ramping up, like, considerably. From 1 to 2 to 3, it has been a roller coaster. Holy jeez. Hence why this game is very difficult. Because the spike in difficulty is absolutely crazy. Just gotta watch out for blue slimes. Come on. Where are you going? This terrifies me. I can't see him. He's going out of screen. Back and forth. Okay. Ooh, nope, we're gonna see more of them. A lot more of them. Oh, jeez. Damn it. I don't have enough for life either. No. Give me a blue magic jar. Come on. Damn it. Nope. Nope. Ah, damn it. Come on. Give me magic. I need magic. Can't get hit. Can't get hit. P-Bag is good, but magic is needed more. I hate this room. Okay. I might die, because we gotta deal with these guys. And we gotta get a key, which I recommend doing this, over here, down, over, down. I'm shielding, just in case, because screw this noise. Yeah, do a pattern like that to get that key. Like a staircase going in, getting into that key, because going through these blocks with those guys appearing in every single movement is a pain. That's how you used to do it. It's terrible. Terrible idea. Alright, let's see. Stelphos, do you want to give me a magic jar? Of course not. Oh, I am really Doomhammer's here. I'm probably gonna die. I have life. Come on. Nope, dead. Okay. Well, at least I'm full life, so. There we go. Wow, rated! Holy jeez! By Victoria Redbeard. Thanks for the raid. I didn't expect anything like that. Hey, welcome to the party. Or at least the teaching session, because I'm teaching how to play Zelda 2. So, if you're looking for... Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for the raid anyway. Thank you. It's good. If you're into Zelda 2 and you think it's hard as balls, I'm teaching you some pointers on to make it less difficult. Absolutely. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to stay around, watch a little bit, go. Maybe you'll learn some stuff with Zelda 2. If not, have a good night, and thanks for the raid. All right, so there you go. Okay. I had no controller issues, so that's pretty good. Oh yeah, no, it is great, so... It's good to see, fellow Zelda 2, I played a few randomizers back in, I don't know, a couple months ago. It seems good. I like the base game better, but... randomizers, it's good to bring life into an old game, I always found. Anyway, more blue iron knuckles we gotta deal with. And we're gonna go with dealing with the... You want to do that iron knuckle, go on that side, because that red iron knuckle will be stuck there, and you don't want to deal with him just yet. So here, you want to get him in the corner and just wail on him like this. So jump and kind of hit the ceiling, and then you can easily do this. Now this guy, same deal. Just hit him. There you go. And we're going down here. Again, jump stab. Jump stab, jump stab, jump stab, jump stab. There we go. Oh, playing a game with, like, Link to the Past randomizer is absolutely great. I totally recommend it. Zelda 2? Not so much, but it's still pretty good. It's good. Now, getting out of the hole, you can jump, but I'm going to try to do the running jump. And work? No, it's not going to work. Come on. I can do this. I've done it before. There we go. It takes a little bit of elbow grease for it. Alright. It is. There's some good ones. I like some bare bones. Like Link to the Past. Link to the Past, just like random white items. That's good. But yeah, some of them are like really difficult and, well, I'm good with those. I just like playing games casually, so... But anyway, here we go. We got curtains. Boss curtains means boss time. I'm shielding with this one because, holy cow, this guy is absolutely terrible. And I'm gonna get life ready. And here we go. So, the boss is... I can't remember his name completely, but he is a blue iron knuckle on an iron horse. Can't remember his name for life of me. Again, hydrate. But he's coming on from the right, and we gotta... I realized that you have to actually have the down stab for this guy, because you can't hit him any other way off the horse without the down stab. And just get him in the middle. Oh, okay. I guess you can hit him in from the back. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not about perfect frames, so I'm good at this. I am about cheating this guy's ass, though. So, I'm gonna try to get him over... I think to the left? Is it the left? I think it's the left. So let's go. Left, left, left. Come on. Get over there. And... Nope, I need him to be a little bit more on screen here. And then I'm just gonna wail on him from here and kick his ass. There you go. And there you go. So, normally, if you downstab a Iron Knuckle, you just bounce right off. But, I cheated a little bit, and moved him a little bit over to the left, where his shield is off-screen, so his shield wasn't there, so I could downstab him. And that's what killed him. And there you go. So, a little cheat. A little cheat. A little cheat. And there you go. Good stuff. I actually found that totally by accident. Like, I was playing the game one day, and it's like, this guy was kicking my ass, and I'm like... I just kept him over, I'm like, oh, let's just, you know, I'm gonna go there. There, and I jumped off his head, and I did damage, and I'm like, how did I do that? How did I do that? And I kept on doing it, I'm like, wait a minute, his shield is off screen, so I can actually hit him. And I'm like, yes! Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, there we go. Magic is up! Sweet! More magic. Less done in spells. Fairy's down to 40. Jump, and everything is good. Sweet. Alright, let's 3. Palaces down. And now we're gonna go... Oh yeah, no, Palace 3 in general is a rough road just to get by. Like, I used to speedrun this game, like, just normal speedrun, 100% speedrun, minor glitches. And Palace 3 was the most difficult one to get by because of just that ramping difficulty. It was just kick my ass all the time. Alright, so we really have nothing else to do on this continent. We got a raft, it's time to sail to new adventure. And avoid giant boas in the graveyard. Alright, I'm good. Alright, so we got a dock, we got a raft, let's do it. Now here, you want to book it to the town as fast as possible. So just book your way over to safe area. Absolutely good. Yeah, no, the classic, that is... I think that's also in the first one, too, actually. Yeah, that's, I think, in the first one, also. Well, thanks to Redbeard, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid, too. So, enjoy your night, and hope to see you around again. I do a lot of Dragon Quest, just a heads up there, so if you're into that, you know, stop by. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night. I'm Dragon Quest 3, or Dragon Warrior 3, for the NES. So if you're interested, stop by. If not, I wouldn't mind checking out a Zelda Rise. I might stop by. Say hi. Okay, so I might see you around. If not, have a good night, and I'll see you around. Cheers. Okay, so we got a new town. Let's check it out. We have Welcome to Naburu. And Naburu is the... What is it? The Spirit Sage in Ocarina of Time. She's the, Garrido Sage. One from Spirit Temple. Alright, let's go. We're going here. No, sir. With boots, I can walk on water. What kind of boots, sir, are you walking on water with? With any kind of boots? I don't think, you'll sink to the bottom. So, kind of a hint. Yeah, we need certain kind of boots to walk on water. So again, the random NPCs say slight variation, but again, it's like I could not help you. And now, for the moment of truth, where this is the most ridiculous side quest ever in this game. Are you ready for it? It's a hard one. It is absolutely so difficult. You'll rack your brain. We'll talk to this woman. I am thirsty. Where are we gonna get water? There's water all around. What kind of thing? We're gonna get a water jug? We gotta go outside? No, we're gonna just walk, I don't know, a few feet over here, maybe? A yard, maybe? Talk to the statue. Want to get some water? Sure. And we go over to the lady again. Done. You have water. Come to my house. Like I said, the most difficult quest in the game. Like, you thought the mirror one was ridiculous? Like, you just go over in the house and it's like, oh, the mirror's right there under the table. That one is even more ridiculous. Like, seriously. What? Big thing is that this spell is situational. This sword will make your sword shoot fire. And we got fire. So, that sounds kind of sweet. We got sword beams, but how if we shoot fire instead? Fire's good. Again, it's very situational. It is for enemies that are... that have like a harder shell to them. Again, I'm gonna bring up something. Oh, kid! Jump into a hole in the palace if you go. So we gotta jump into a hole. Okay. Jump into a hole. Got it. Lady's not there? That's not there? Nope. Okay, let's go. Oh, hello. See a man in Darunia before the islands. Okay, so we gotta see a man. Oh. Unique sprite. The river devil eats those who are weak. Okay, I won't be weak. I'll be strong. It's a bat. It's an ache. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything. Sir. You are persistent. Find heart over ocean. Okay, so there's a heart in the ocean. But we need boots to walk on water, so... first things first. Okay, so... we got a few places to go. I'm gonna go over here first. I don't want to run into that, no. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna pause here for a minute. We have spiders, better known as Tektites. They are very common Zelda enemy throughout many games. They're spiders. And they have a hard shell, so we cannot actually hit them normally. I will demonstrate. They're armored, they jump around a lot, they shoot a lot, and we gotta use fire on them. Again, we're gonna get lots of points. We get 50, 50, and they are considered strong. So they get 200 for a pea bag. So that's good. So yeah, that's what fire. Fire is, I say, very situational. I have no idea what these guys are called, but I think they're called, I just call them coconut eyes. When their eyes are closed, they're armored, but fire doesn't work on them. You gotta wait until their eyes are open, and then hit them. Also point out that these guys have no concept of personal space, so they will literally just float into you with no problem. So, you might want to keep your distance. Alright, and also down here, there should be more coconut eyes. Let's grab this. Now, magic will definitely come in handy. Oh. In this island, like this continent. Where is it? It was right there. We got a ferry here. I might grab it because I'm quite low. Got a ferry here. And... oh, okay. So, the hard encounter in the grassy area, we got Tektites to deal with, but also these flies. That are very random. They shoot rocks. They drop rocks, actually. So, it is very... oh, like, complicated, so just try to avoid the grassy areas until you get the fire spell. Because it is needed to get rid of Tektites. And other things, too. But mainly Tektites in this area. And, fun fact, if you're playing the Famicom disc version, the Japanese version of this, you don't need the fire spell. The Tektites get defeated just with your sword. So, that, or anything armored, you don't need the fire spell with. So, making the fire spell absolutely useless. So, I guess in the North American version, they armored enemies, so they actually made the fire spell useful for something. I just find that absolutely hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna shield up here, just because this guy sometimes is annoying. But we have this guy, which I believe is Goma, but he shoots fire with his tail, and he is armored, but we can't actually do that. Gotta wait for his eye to be open. Sir, please stop doing that. There we go. 150 points, though. That's pretty good. Got a pea bag for 500 points. Absolutely great. 500. 500. Yes. But yeah, Gomas, they go back and forth. They shoot fire with their tail, which cannot be blocked. And if their eyes are closed, you can't hit them. You gotta wait for their eyes to open, and then boom. So, downstab them probably would be the best way to do it. If you try to, like, crouch stab them, there's the thing of, like, you're getting hit in the face with fire, and that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna go over no, actually, I'm not gonna go over there. Not yet. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez. Okay, so those were levers. The ones that are coming out of the sand. Those are called levers. They'll come up, like, go across a little bit, and then go back down. And then this guy here, right here, is this game's Zora. That's a Zora in this game. And they're armored, so you gotta actually use fire on them. So yeah, we got... so, all those Zoras in the 3D games, where you talk to, and, you know, you got kingdoms and all that. And especially, like, Breath of the Wild, where they have, like, their own, like, city and kingdom. Yeah, they're originally enemies in the first 2 games. Actually, they're... Well, I think Link to the Past, they're also enemies too, so... And then also maybe Link Awakening. Yeah, like, they were enemies until, I think, up to Ocarina of Time. Okay, so there is a red magic container right here. I don't need it. Not yet. Nope. Down. Going back to town, heal up. Again, you want to concentrate on that defense. Yeah. Life might be good. Like, you gotta be at least 5, maybe 6 at level 5 or 6 at this point. Because if not, you will take a lot of damage from a lot of enemies. And life. Alright. Good stuff. Okay, so let's head north from the town. Alright, north. Cave. Let's go cave. Got Eggman. Kill in 1 hit. You sir. Coming. Fatty. Got a Zora. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Teabag. Strong enemies. Good. Yeah, the lack of roads is a little concerning in this. Alright, so... Lady in the town said that there's Darunia in the front of the actual island. Which I don't know why that means that, you know, to the west, but we're going to the west. Predetermined area. Watch that gap, especially that Octorok. That Octorok sometimes is a jerk. So these Octoroks walk, and they shoot high and low attacks, so be warned. So, we gotta do this way again, but what would make it absolutely horrible to go through? The same thing, but with bubbles! Random bubbles. At least there's not many pits. Thank God. And go. And out of here and over to here, and we got a town. We got the mountain town of Darunia. And Darunia was the fire sage in Ocarina of Time. He was the Goron. Which I guess kind of ties in with the mountain town a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, bubbles are always friends, you know, they're nice and bubbly. Yeah. In this game, evil. Evil bubbles. Wow, okay. Room is empty. We gotta go talk to the wall. The wall is talking to me. I don't know if there's like an invisible person here or not, but I've always talked to this wall, and it always talks back, so... I always pictured the wall talking to me. Or maybe something behind the wall? I don't know. Just strange. One of those strange things. Anyway, it is said to east of Naburu as... I just did everything, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, I was here, I was like clicking around, and it's like, I'm here, it's like, oh. So, there's there. Like, I was that kid! Steve, I was that kid! I found this stuff, mostly on my own. I was! Like, I clicked around. Like, I played the hell out of this game. I hated it, like, the longest time, but hey, that's what I did. Like I said, I love-hate relationship with this game. And the thing is, I love this town, because it's got, like, the roofs. And the roofs in this game, not this one here, but this one here, are solid. You can actually jump on them. Can I get up there, actually? I can go up here, on the roof! On the roof! I'm on the roof! Actually, can I go up there? Oh, no, just short. I'm short, like you're short. There's somebody behind the door. Are you sure, sir? Is there somebody? Am I behind the door with the person, or is the person behind the door? That's the question. That's the question. That's what it is. Sir! The palace has a false wall. Well, thank you, sir. So, we gotta get in that house somehow. How do we get in the house? Well, let's get on the roof. And go down the chimney. Why not? And we fall from the ceiling. I love it. It's great. We're Santa Claus! We're going down the chimney. And then we have a knight. We talk to him. When you jump, press up to stab. And there we go. So, we got a down thrust. Why not get an up thrust? Also, less useful, but still pretty good. Gotta work away. Alright, I'm gonna probably call it because I have so much game left, but I want to call it eventually, so I'm gonna probably just finish off the town and then call it myself, so thanks for having us, Steve. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Assume that you'll be over here with Dragon when I start Dragon Warrior 3 tomorrow. 7 o'clock. It's Wednesday, or at least where I am. 7 o'clock Eastern. So I might continue this later on sometime. So have a good night, Steve. Alright, so we got ourselves an up stab and a down stab. Again, very situational. Pretty good. Still good. But let's go. We got the quest of the town. We have rescue the kidnapped child on the island. Well, what kind of island is it, actually? So, we're on an island currently. Is it a different island? Who knows? Let's go. A powerful knight lives in this town. Yep, I met him. He taught me to stab upwards. The devil does not like noise. Clue. Very clue. Alright. We gotta go rescue a kid. And then I'm gonna call it for the night. But again, bubbles! Oh my god, bubbles! Bubbles! Bubbles. No, the bubbles. Ooh, that was... Ouch. Damn bubbles. Alright, let's see if we're gonna get any bad Octoroks here. Are we gonna get bad Octoroks? Maybe? Maybe. Nope. Good. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I sweat every time especially Bubble one. We're just gonna cut across the foliage. Forest areas. Ugh, here we go. Okay, so, strong encounters in the forest leads to the same floating coconuts, but with spiders this time. They're a bit stronger, too. Damn it! Let's just go. Go! Go, 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 go. Alright, so go here. We got ourselves another life! We got a life doll! Yeah, good stuff. Let's go. Alright, bridge. Instantaneous. Bridge. Instantaneous. Alright, and, yeah, this is Maze Island. We're gonna come to it, back to it, but first we're gonna go along the bottom, go all the way to the right, and follow this path all the way up to here. And then we're gonna fall down. And then we're gonna fight a dinosaur. These guys are, I think, a little bit funky when it comes to fighting them with, like, Iron Knuckles with the glitch. So, you might want to fight them normally, but if you can't pull off the glitch, go with it. That's what it is. And there we go! We got the child! There you go. We're rescued. We're a hero. Sweet. And I absolutely have to say that we need the spell from Darunia to go into the palace. So, it's a must. Definitely a must. So we gotta go back to Darunia. A lot of back and forth, and then right here. Again, if you know to get the child first, do it before you go to Darunia. And you can get everything in time. But I wanted to show that, you know, what you have to do. Oh, we have up thrust, don't we? Eat it. Down thrust. Nope. There we go. There we go. Yep. A thrust is good for, you know, those type of enemies. Oh, sweet! Alright. So why am I so excited? There is excitement. So normally, right here, on this spot, is a pre-returning encounter. Because we went up here before. But the thing is, I got hit at the same time I entered the tile, which allowed me to go into the battle scene instead of actually a predetermined scene. So it canceled it. So I can go through it. Again, that's how you can manipulate things in, like, speedrunning and so forth. No! Let's wait for this guy to move. Bubbles. I hate bubbles. Especially right there. I do not like bubbles. Alright, let's go here. Over to Darunia. Actually, what does this lady say? Oh, the devil's okay. You're here? All the way over here. It's okay. Revived! There we go. We got full magic in life. And I think, oh, there's so much more game to go. I think I might have to call it, because it is, yeah, it's getting on to, like... Alright, let's talk to this lady. You are a hero for saving my child. Come. Alright, let's go. Inside. Let's get rockin' and talking, rockin' and talking. Boom. This magic will strengthen a shield. Oh, there we go. And we got reflect. And that's our shield strengthening one. So all the things that we did not defend with our shield, like axes, fireballs. What else? I think axes and fireballs are definitely the big ones. If we actually use that, reflect. We actually use reflect. We can now. So it does strengthen the shield, but it's only for one screen. That's the thing. So, actually, I think that's where I'm gonna stop right now, because it is getting late, and I definitely want to continue this to finish it and so forth, but there's a lot of info that I've went through, so I'll probably cut it up, throw the key points into a video, and put it on my channel on YouTube, so there's that. So yeah, thanks for coming, everyone, and thanks for Redbeard for the raid. Definitely, totally unexpected. I didn't think I would actually even get raided, but you know, I guess no one is safe. But you know, it's good. It's good. Interact with her. So, I will continue. Tomorrow night, well, not continue tomorrow night, but there is a stream tomorrow night at on Wednesday at 7 Eastern. I'll be starting Dragon Warrior 3 for the NES because I just finished 4. I just finished up 4, and I want to go into number 3. The prep myself for the Dragon Quest III HD2 remake coming out in November. That's a little further away, but anyway. So, thanks for stopping by. If you, I guess, want to leave a follow, leave a follow. If not, have a good night, rest well, and until then, stay positive, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!